We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
I'm going to put this nice banner on. Okay. We have two people in our stream today, one being myself.
And one being me.
That's the most pretentious way to introduce, I think. If you do not know us, which obviously you should by now, how many webinars have you done now?
I don't know. A fair few.
We've lost count. Let's write that. I've lost count.
I need to find a new and interesting way of introducing myself. I should make like a rap.
A rap? A Jess rap?
Jess rap.
Are you into the grime scene in London?
No. Maybe.
Are you going to be griming it up now?
I might grime it up. I'm not.
If people don't know what grime is, so rap music is quite popular now all over the world. Like everywhere in the world has got some kind of rap music. In London, they've got a particular like subgenre, right, of rap, which is called grime, and it's very, very popular in the UK. But I think it's starting to become popular even in America because we kind of bounce off of each other. Grime.
Yeah, it's starting to become popular in America. But yeah, the grime scene is getting was getting big in London anyway. I don't really know anymore from it. But when I was in London, I was like, yeah. It's funny though, because most of the boys that I went to school with, I see on Instagram are now like upcoming grime artists.
Oh, really?
Like everyone.
Everyone.
My best friend's, her little brother is becoming very successful.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah. Is that the year? The grime is coming. It's coming up.
Anyway, enough about grime. My name is Jess, and I don't have a rap prepared yet, but maybe next time I will.
Next time.
My name is Jess. I come from London, hence all the grime talk. I've been living in Italy for 1 year and 8 months.
Really? That long now?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah. I've only been working at my English school for 1 year. Crazy.
I'm dying.
The thought of Alex having to work for a whole year is like making him die.
I just don't think water should be involved in any webinar to do with Jess.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dying.
Yeah.
You please don't drop it. You've worked with my English school for 1 year. Like, is the anniversary in May? Awesome. We should celebrate.
Yeah, we'll have a party.
Yeah, definitely. A party, hopefully not a virtual one by that point. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, so Jess is from London and she's a city girl. I can't. Is that west side? East side?
East. Would that be that way?
Isn't it like this? I don't know. You're the girl from London.
I don't know. I'm just making it up. Is that an E direction?
I think so. I'm not sure. I imagine so. Anyway. I don't know. So Jess is London. She actually is London at this point. And I'm from the countryside in England. So exactly, sheepland. Sheep, cows, horses, just everything. Very, very different from London.
I have a question.
Please.
Is one sheep called a shep?
I don't think so.
It should be.
They do have that for... Is it a breed of dog that's called a shep or a sheppy? Is that... I feel that that's a... Farm talk. Don't worry. Jess doesn't know anything about farm talk. I know a little bit of farm talk.
Can you give us some farm talk?
No.
Farm talk.
No, it would be utterly dreadful.
That's a dad joke. That's not farm talk. That's a dad joke.
I know. It's a dad joke. Shall we explain what a dad joke is? So, are dads funny or unfunny?
Unfunny.
Unfunny.
So when it's other people's dad, we find them funny.
Okay.
When it's your own dad, because it's your dad, whatever they say is automatically not funny. Therefore, it's a dad joke.
Yeah, dad jokes usually revolve around being puns. So a pun, typically puns, and it's... I don't think
the funny part.
Yeah, are typically puns. So a pun is play on words.
Words.
So for example, I said it was utterly dreadful. I can't remember. Yeah. Utterly terrible. Utterly horrible.
And the udders are the bits that you squeeze the milk out.
Get milk. Yeah, from the cow. So udder, where you get milk from a cow. And utterly is completely or very. So utterly dreadful is just a pun, a bit of a dad joke. And I'm only 28. 28 now, I can confirm. So
28.
Now I am, yeah, because my birthday was on the 2nd of April. Yeah.
Sure. A birthday message.
My birthday.
I sent you
I think you did.
Of a cow because you're like a farmer.
Yeah, exactly. Very appropriate. I miss the cows, all of them. So sad. Okay, so my name's Alex. I come from the country in England, and her name is Jess. She comes from the city in England, the one and only, the true city. Perfect. So today, what we are doing, please introduce yourself in the meantime.
And you can't see. How can we show them the background picture?
That's the thing. We can only show so much. I know. I have to either remove you from the stream or something. But I don't think we're going to do that, unfortunately. It's a very beautiful image.
It is. Can anyone see what is? It's like a guessing game. Sole, hello. Thank you for joining.
Hello, Sole. Hello.
Can you guess what the picture is behind our faces?
Yeah. What is it? It's something near and dear to us. Near and dear is a nice one. Near and dear to us, something that we love.
I really, really want one now.
At a risk of having to make scones as well as Cornish pasties, I can make scones. I might as well just do the whole full-blown thing at this time, right?
You should not have told me that, because now I'm going to be getting my monthly supply of scones.
Monthly?
Yeah.
I'll just open a shop in Bologna. It's fine. Yes, Sole, it's a tea party.
It is a tea party, and behind these little things I call them scones.
They look like bomboloni. They're kind of like that. I'll show you. I'm going to share another screen.
So I would call them scones, and Alex would call them scones.
Yeah. There isn't really a rule as to who pronounces what in what way.
Yeah. Because Alex is posh because he's from the country. So he's
not posh.
Scones.
You know, I just shared the same screen again. I need to share the scones tab.
And then there we
Here
go.
they are.
There is a very big debate in England about which goes.
There's a lot of wrong ones.
The jam or the cream. Now, if you tell us which you would put on first, is it the jam or the cream? If you say it correctly, we'll give you a gold star.
A virtual gold star.
If you say it incorrectly, I might be inclined to leave the webinar.
Scones are interesting as well because they're not very, very sweet. Yes, they are very soft, Sole. They're very soft. They're really good. They're not very sweet. They're not savory either. They're more sweet than savory, but you can get cheese scones as well if you want. I don't think I've ever had one.
Do you like raisins in your scones? Scones.
Yes. No, come, Jess, to the dark side. Yes, I like raisins in them as well as like cherries are really nice in them too.
Ooh.
Cherries are really good. What we do essentially, let's see if Sole, which one would you put first? Would you put the cream first and then the jam, or the jam first and then the cream? This is the question. It divides people as well. So we've got one example here, another example there.
There's the cream and the jam. Which one makes sense to you? That's not an example, Alex, though.
Yeah, and it's bad because all of the photos have got the cream on top. I'm trying to find them, but there's a good one. Oh, that looks amazing.
That one looks good.
That one looks really good.
So, which is first, the cream or the jam?
They're very easy to make as well. If you want to find a recipe for them, honestly, you create a big, big, big bowl. Oh no, Sole.
We're becoming friends.
There's no right or wrong way, but people are very, very protective of the way that they do it. So Jess and I, yeah, both of us have. What's the correct way, Jess? According to you?
Just like the big picture on the right of the screen, you put the big fluffy whipped thick cream on, and then you put the jam on top, because the cream is a substitute for the butter.
Yeah, exactly. They're very easy to make as well. The scones are very easy. You can eat them with anything really. The traditional one is clotted cream, which is a very, very thick cream, which does not exist in Italy. You can kind of have a substitute with, I think, panna acida, kind of, but it's not the same.
Alex, when we go back to school, we should organize a big afternoon tea party.
We really should. I would really love that.
For a long time. And you're going to make the scones.
The scones.
I'll make the tea.
Okay. Do you want a teapot as well?
Yeah, I'll definitely have teapots.
Perfect. I have a teapot if you need it.
Solo, we're going to try and make them this evening. Please send us pictures. That would be amazing.
Please. They're very easy to make. Top tip, you get the big bowl of dough. So make sure you mix in the fruit or whatever you want in the dough. Then you roll it out a little, but relatively thick still, and get a glass or something to make circles.
Oh, clever.
Then put them in the oven. Don't worry too much. So you need to glaze them with some egg wash as well. Don't worry too much about it burning. It should be fine.
I promise I'll put the cream first.
Good. You're welcome, Sola. Please show us in the future. Please show us. Maybe on the Facebook page or something. That would be really cool. Really cool.
One boring English correction. Don't forget, thank you for the advice. No S on the end.
Yes. Advice, is it countable or uncountable?
Advice.
Uncountable.
Therefore, we do not need the S.
Perfect. So today we are talking not just about cream tea as much as we'd love to, but dining etiquette. You strike me as someone who doesn't care much for dining etiquette, Jess.
So this would be bad dining etiquette, for example.
Yes, that would be very bad dining etiquette.
Yeah. I remember when I was a child, I used to sit with my elbow. I sit like this a lot, actually. And my stepmom would always push my elbow off the table, and I'd be like,
it's really horrible, though. I think it's a little obnoxious because, I mean, you need to be comfortable. So if you want to do that, I mean, what's the problem?
Yeah. Take your elbows off the table. What's wrong with my elbows being on the table?
Exactly. Exactly.
Otherwise, you're fat slouching, no? It's actually better for my spine.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's much better. Slouching, I think, is more of a problem.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have good posture.
For anyone watching who doesn't know what slouching is, can you see this? I want to be more side on. So this is sitting up straight, and this is slouching.
Yeah.
You people come down to your chair.
To bend your back, I guess.
Oh, my
when
back
sitting.
Yeah.
When sitting, it's also standing, to be honest. You can slouch as well if people don't have good posture.
So I've like really never studied for anything in my life. Recently in quarantine, I've been studying Italian, and I have so much pain in my right shoulder from sat writing.
Yeah.
No, because I remember obviously at school you do it all the time, so you're used to it. Because I didn't do a degree that was, I did a physical degree rather than a academic. I mean, it was academic, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not used to sat writing in this way.
I know. No.
Now I'm having so many back problems.
Oh, God. But I imagine you know how to sort those out, right?
Yeah, just, cracks.
Lots of, oh, no. No cracks, please. So today we are looking at tea time etiquette and vocabulary. We've already covered a little with the scones or scones. And fine dining etiquette and vocabulary. So vocabulary. You're going to be princesses after, I think. You're going to go to a royal ball.
So, dining etiquette. What do we mean when we talk about dining etiquette? Can you think of some examples of good and bad dining etiquette? Have you ever been to a fancy dinner? When? Do you know the difference between high tea and afternoon tea?
Honestly, before doing these focuses, I don't think I knew the real difference between high tea and afternoon tea. And honestly, it's a bit confused.
I had never heard of high tea. However, I have been to, is it Betty's Tea Rooms in,
Ooh.
oh, where is it? Like the very
London.
first one in Yorkshire. No, the very,
really?
very first one. It's in Yorkshire. It's in a town just outside of Leeds.
Betty's?
I think it's called Betty's.
What is it called? Betty's Tea Room? Is it York?
In Harrogate. It's in Harrogate.
Ah.
And I think it's like one of the oldest tea rooms in England.
Oh, it looks very fancy.
It's very fancy.
I'm going to share it in the comments so people can have a look. That does look nice.
It's very cool.
Okay, Sole has some good examples. So, oh yes, the elbow on the table. Yeah, so elbows on the table is probably not the best, but chewing noisily.
Or we actually call this chewing with your mouth open, right? I would say chewing with your mouth open.
It's a horrible sound as well. It's not nice. Yes, and saying buon appetito. We have a problem in English. We don't
say it.
Yeah, we don't really have a word or a phrase for it. So if you're maybe at a very fancy one. Ooh, I think you're delayed, Jess, maybe.
I think I'm back now. Am I back?
Yeah, it looks like you're back.
Okay.
We could say bon appetit, but it's a bit ironic, to be honest. It's not really something that we seriously say. Maybe tuck in.
Tuck in. Oh, no. This is very common. They go, don't let your food get cold. You know, and they're like.
Don't let your food get cold. Yeah. Don't let your food get cold. Tuck in.
Tuck in. Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy.
We're kind of awful, I think, as a culture. We're just like, we see food and we're like.
There's a joke that my mum likes to say every now and again. So my mum's Spanish and she's very proud of her food in Spain. So she said, so in Italy, when they're just about to eat, they say buon appetito. When the French start to eat, they say bon appetit. When the Spanish tuck in as well, they say que aproveches. And in England, when they're about to eat, they just say, oh, all right, because the food is terrible. She says the food is not terrible in the UK.
I wonder where the thing with us and food really stems from in England. Part of me, I don't know. I remember having a conversation once with my mum actually about how we tend to gobble our food. There's no real appreciation when it's at the table. We don't usually make such a big thing about our eating time. And then we were speaking about or the fact that, you know, you have to finish all of your food and you have to gobble it up. And then we were thinking maybe it's something to do with how badly we were affected in the war with food rations. And so it's like whatever you got was kind of.
Maybe.
I don't know where it comes from really.
I don't know either. I think we're a little bit more of direct culture. Perhaps we don't care too much, or in the past, because now I think we do. If you think of world famous chefs, we've got a lot of them.
True.
Gordon Ramsay is Scottish, I think, technically. We have a lot of people who are good chefs.
What do you think of Jamie Oliver?
He's okay. I wasn't affected. He did eliminate turkey Twizzlers from the lunch menu.
You know what he did to my secondary school?
What did he do?
Got rid of our vending machines.
Oh dear.
We used to be able to get snacks, get chocolate bars, get biscuit.
No, not under Jamie Oliver.
Not under Jamie Oliver. And also, my school made it to the BBC News because footage of parents handing their children McDonald's through the gates at lunchtime.
Yeah. Oh, was that your school?
My school.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that really awful place that
No way.
Yeah, that was my school.
Wow. I did not know that. No, because that's a famous article. So Jamie Oliver is known here in Italy as well, surprisingly. I don't know why, but Jamie Oliver ran a campaign of healthy eating in British schools. So he wanted to eliminate fast food, unhealthy food from schools. But the British children were not very happy about it, unfortunately.
We used to have burgers every Friday.
Burgers, pizza, turkey Twizzlers were amazing. They're probably, if I looked at the nutritional values like now,
yeah, I'd be shocked.
But we liked it. Yes, Sole. So speaking when you're eating as well is not a good habit either.
Okay, interesting point, because some people do it, some people don't, some people aren't aware that they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
When you really scrape your fork on your plate or your spoon on your plate to get the little bits, what is your opinion?
Really? As long as it's not exaggerated. Like if they keep on going on for a good 5 minutes, then you say, is there anything left on that plate? Do you want more? Yeah, my dad used to say that. He, what did he used to say? I can't remember, but we have a kind of duality in England where you need to finish everything on your plate, but you can't scrape everything off of your plate because that's almost like you're still hungry or it's not enough.
Yeah,
you don't appreciate it. It's strange. Like you have to finish everything, but not everything.
Yeah, it's really weird. We're very strange.
Confusing. Very, very strange. Okay, so let's find out about the difference between afternoon and high tea. Can you read the first paragraph, Jess?
Yes. Tea, as we all know, is a very popular drink in Great Britain. Tea is drunk frequently throughout the day, and when a friend or neighbour stops by to visit, it's only polite to offer a cup of tea. However, the word tea doesn't necessarily mean a hot beverage.
It's very confusing. Afternoon tea is what most people think of when they imagine tea time. A fancy table laid with a nice tea set and delicacies like scones and cucumber sandwiches. I always laugh when they call cucumber sandwiches delicacies.
I know.
This tradition began with the wealthy class and was a great way to show off to other wealthy visitors.
High tea was traditionally served between 4 and 7 p.m. and it was the evening meal of the lower class and for children of wealthy families, whose parents would have their dinner much later in the evening after the children were put to bed.
Nice. Today, the word tea in Great Britain can mean a snack or a small meal, or even the evening meal.
Dinner.
It's all over the place. So you say dinner for the evening meal?
Yeah, but you can also say tea for dinner.
Exactly. I say supper.
You're so posh.
It's just my dad. It's only because of my dad. He's 74, I think, or 75. 74, I think. I'm not sure.
I think I can't remember what it was because it was different when I moved to the north of England and I had a flatmate from Hull. And
I lived in Hull.
I know. And Rip. She would always get angry at me because it was about dinner and tea. And she was like, no, because dinner is lunch and
exactly
tea in the evening. And I was like,
exactly.
But what? I would call dinner.
Yeah, no. So it becomes confusing. So the morning meal, I think we all agree, is breakfast. Everyone agrees that it's breakfast. The afternoon meal starts to get complicated because it can, in theory, it should just be lunch.
What about brunch?
Right, you have that in the middle, don't you? So morning / late morning, shall we say late morning meal is brunch. So it's halfway between lunch and breakfast. Afternoon meal is lunch or dinner. And then the evening meal is either dinner, tea or supper. Confusing.
I say lunch and dinner.
Yeah, I say lunch and supper. So I don't use dinner at all. At all. Sola has a question.
But do you use particular flavors for the tea in different time? Is there an etiquette? No, there isn't. You can have whichever tea you like whenever you like.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. Honestly, in England, we don't really care too much about different types of tea. We just want the tea that we've drunk all of our lives, basically.
Builders tea.
Exactly. Builders, Yorkshire tea, just a bog standard tea.
We call it, so like the English breakfast tea, which you'll know it as, we either call like Yorkshire tea, English breakfast tea, or we call it builder's tea, because whenever a builder comes to your home to do works, maintenance on your house, it's like an etiquette to offer them a cup of tea, and they always accept.
Yes.
So that's why we call it tea.
Yeah. They always have them as well at building sites. They always have a flask.
I was watching a movie the other, Gianluca, hello. I was watching a movie the other night, and there was the scene, and I recorded the scene and sent it to my Italian friend. And it was a woman crying. Her boss had just shouted at her, told her she was terrible. She was crying, and then a colleague goes up to her, taps her on the shoulder, and is like, there, it's all right. Do you want a cup of tea? I sent this clip to my friend Alessio, and he was like, is it really that deep for your culture, like this thing? And I sent, I'm not joking, a 5-minute voice note about how passionately we like feel towards tea. Ever I'm crying or I'm sad, and someone says, "Would you like a cup of tea?" It's like
it's home.
It's
like
a
hug.
Have lifted.
Yeah, it reminds me of it's warm, it's familiar, and it's usually offered by a friend or a family member. So it just makes you feel happy, I guess, relaxed. I mean,
honestly, I recommend it. Like next time you're feeling a bit down, or you know your friend is feeling down, offer them a cup of tea.
Yeah. Also because like it's not coffee. Coffee makes you energized. It makes you go a little crazy. Tea usually has the opposite effect of making you calmer, more relaxed.
Which is strange because it does have caffeine in it.
Yeah, it is strange, but
it's more comforting as a flavor.
Perfect, Sola. Yes.
Excellent.
Do you want a cup of tea? Yeah, you want a cuppa.
You want a cuppa.
Tea really is something that's very important in the UK. We had, there is a power station, a power plant in Wales at the top of a hill, a mountain basically. And at the bottom and the top, they have a lake. When everyone, so in the past, we used to watch sitcoms. Sitcoms? Is it sitcoms? No. What's soap operas? Like Coronation Street, Emmerdale, EastEnders. Does anyone watch them anymore? Yeah, exactly. Does anyone watch them anymore?
Yeah, people definitely still watch.
Yeah.
And I don't think Coronation Street is on anymore.
Oh, really?
Is it Coronation Street, EastEnders, and what was the other one?
Emmerdale.
Emmerdale. I went to the Emmerdale set because it's right outside.
Really? Oh, really? Nice. And essentially, we have these programs on every single evening at a specific time, and there's a break. When there's a break or when it finishes, everyone in the UK went to prepare a cup of tea with the boilers, with the kettles, okay? So they released all of the water from the top of the hill down, creating a lot of energy for tea, essentially. So everyone could use the kettle.
That's so, I did
So
not.
we have an entire power plant dedicated to kettles. Can you imagine the country, how much we love tea?
That's amazing. I know that's true for like, no, yeah, because I do know that's true. Like they say there's always a big power, even like a power and like toilet flush during the breaks of these soap operas, and also during like football matches. Because
Exactly.
everyone at half time, they go, they put the kettle on, and they use the toilet, and suddenly all the electricity and water goes up.
It's crazy. It's really strange. Andrea, I think he's talking about tea, that it's
Understated.
Understated, unappreciated. Yeah, understated could be okay. Unappreciated.
I wouldn't say it's unappreciated, but maybe underappreciated.
Yeah, understated would be nice then. I'm going to try and find the power plant in the meantime. So you learned a little bit more, and we have this very surreal slide.
Yes.
It's almost tea time. Is the table set?
No.
My table is not set.
My table is not set. I'm not showing you my table.
Nor am I. It's a bomb site. Okay. So let's try and have a look at all of these different things that you need for tea time. You don't need all of them.
It's so strange. It kind of reminds me of being a child at my like grandma's house, like with all of the old little pots, like vintage old, not like silverware, but like little china ones from when she was, I don't know, young. And like just finding them all in the cupboard and like bringing them out and always breaking something.
Yeah, we have that. So tea sets are something that is passed down generation to generation. So obviously we love tea, and every family should have a fancy tea set that is never used. It's basically just either in a cupboard or on display somewhere, but it is passed down from father to son or daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I guess it goes to show how important it is for the UK.
But
That's
I just
crazy.
think it's a shame, like it's never used. I don't think my mum, I think it's just in a cupboard in my mum's house now, and it's like, we don't use it. We should use it. Why not? What are we saving it for? What
exactly.
Give to me, for me to give to my children? They're not going to use it. We might as well use it. I guess that's not how it works.
Exactly. No, my dad always says that it's too much of a hassle to take them out, wash them, because then they have to be washed by hand. They have to be washed delicately. You can't, you don't want to break them. You don't want to chip them. You don't want, it goes on and on. Fine china. This is the name of the power station.
I'm going to look it up.
I don't know how to pronounce it in Welsh.
Dwarwick, Norwick.
No idea. No idea. There's even a diagram which shows how it works, but it's fascinating.
We've got some answers in from John Luca.
Oh, fantastic. A, teacup. Nice.
I agree.
B, Jess.
Creamer.
C, sugar bowl.
Yeah.
Jess.
D, saucer.
Nice. E is a teapot.
F,
very good.
A, good.
Good, Sole as well. And G are tongs. Fantastic.
Tongs.
They're funny words. Very funny words. Okay, good. Any questions about John? Yes, he is.
I'm proud.
Do you have a set of fine china? Do you have a set of fine china? It's a good question. So quite often we say, oh, isn't it Cockney rhyming slang for something as well? Y'all china. Is that a London thing where they call people China as well, don't they? Oh, I swear it is.
There's something about someone being very delicate.
Is it? I don't know. He's my old china? I can't remember. So we say china instead of porcelain or tea pots or tea sets as well. And that's about it. Are you looking it up?
China plate is a Cockney rhyming slang for mate. Like China. Oh yeah, because it's like an old friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your China is passed down to you. So to call someone your China is to call them your mate. But I'm saying this, but people don't. I mean, it's not really a thing.
And Jess is the authority on London. So
I am the authority on what people say and don't say in London.
Oh, she has a fine set and a china one. Nice.
You have to use it tonight when you have your scones. Oh, Alex.
Scones, Jess. Come on, you know it's right.
It's scones.
Scones. Okay. We also have fingers. How many fingers do you have, Jess?
Fingers?
Yeah.
I have 8 fingers and 2 thumbs.
Very good. Very, very good. So if you don't know, these are technically thumbs. We wouldn't really identify them as fingers.
Do you have a bendy thumb or a straight thumb?
I don't.
Bendy thumb.
It looks bendy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you have a straight or? I'm not sure because
the straightest thumb in the world, and it actually looks like a big toe.
Let's see.
I'm a bit embarrassed, actually. An ex-boyfriend of mine literally used to always tell me that I had toes for thumbs. Look how straight, it doesn't bend at all.
Oh. No, it doesn't. Like mine bends way back on itself.
Can you see? It looks like a big toe.
It's a dainty big toe, though, if it is.
Yeah, I guess it would be a very big toe. Anyway.
So obviously we have different names for different fingers. We have our thumbs. So that's done already. So that is a thumb. What about this one, the waggly one, the one you say, nope, get your tables off your elbows. Oh my God. Your elbows off the table.
The finger I use for pointing.
Yeah. I think we can say that as well, can't we? We can say pointer finger.
Pointy finger. I think that's what you say to children.
Yeah, I think so.
But it has a proper name. Do you know the
exactly.
name? Can you remember me drawing?
Waggly finger.
I'm pretty sure maybe with Solar. I remember once drawing a hand on the board and maybe labeling it. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love teaching this one. It's so
yeah, this one's funny. Mine is a bit messed up though. It kind of yeah. It's difficult to
stuff from school and you're like
yeah. Woohoo! I learned this from my granddad though. He was like, this is a salsicha.
And then what's the one about like fingers being missing? And it's like, how many fingers am I holding up?
Oh, I don't know that one.
I literally can't remember how to do it.
So if you don't know, this one is nice, Sola. Yeah, there you go.
That index.
Index. That is your index finger. Very good. This one is not very imaginative. This one's just in the. So what could it be? And then we have this one, which is used
independently. That's fun.
Oh yeah, you can. Let me try. I think I'll have more luck. Yeah, I have more luck on my. Perfect. Yeah, so that's the middle finger. don't don't turn it around. So obviously the middle finger is.
This is not my middle finger. This is my other finger.
Okay, good, good. It's quite a rude one. So you can say in English to give the middle finger to someone, okay, but it's very, very rude, obviously. And then what's the other one? This one is used in ceremonies.
No.
There you go.
It's the wrong hand though. I'm not actually married.
What's that one? And then we have these two, which mine are a little spazzy. So they're not that. Yeah, they're okay when I play guitar. Yes, something about ring. So yes, it is a ring finger.
I didn't know you played the guitar.
Bass guitar.
I did know this. She used to be in a band.
As a drummer, though.
As a drummer, I remember this.
Thank you, Jess. I feel validated now. And then we have these ones, which have two names, really. Two names that you could say. Which one do you use, actually, Jess? I'm curious, because we have this as well, which is a promise. I think this is more of an American thing, though.
No.
No?
I've been calling it this way my whole life.
Yeah. But do you actually go up to people and be like, promise?
I used to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I used
the more
to
you know.
it as well. I used to it used to be something that I held deep and true.
Ooh. Pinky, Andrea, ding, ding, ding.
Good job.
Nice. I think both spellings are fine. Perfect. Pinky finger or little finger. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So we're on our last 2 minutes now. So what I thought would be nice is to have a quick look at a menu. Cream tea. A cream tea menu. I don't know why I said that. Okay. Okay. So for different types of afternoon tea, it depends how fancy the place is. Typically, you would drink tea, but you can also have maybe champagne or prosecco or something. It's quite common. And it's not just sweet things, but sandwiches as well. So you can order different types of sandwiches. My personal favorite, yes, always. My personal favorite is Coronation chicken, which is amazing. What's your favorite?
I like when it's like, do you know what? I like really basic egg and cress.
Egg and cress is good though as well.
It's good for like a basic afternoon sandwich. But I also like salmon and cream cheese. I'm like either salmon really basic or really classy. There's no in between.
That's very cool. Okay. If you want to have a look at different menus, I think this one is from Angels in Babbacombe, Devon, so it's one that I'm familiar with. But you can have a look at different menus. In the meantime, go to My English School SOS. Is it? Yeah, it's mYes SOS on Facebook to ask any questions. And please, Solette, show us the scones. They're very easy to make. Very, very easy. Thank you for participating.
Thank you.
See you. I need to, okay. Bye, everyone.